Hello and welcome to Gela Tells Ya. Today we will be working on multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting decimals. So, first things first, we are going to multiply decimals. So, say you have 1.87 times 2.4. With multiplying, you don't have to have your decimals line up. And so you multiply them like this. You don't have it lined up in any sort of way. You don't have to have your decimals lined up. You don't have to have your place value lined up. You just have to put it in whichever order you would like it. For me, specifically, this is how I like it. So, first off, we are going to do multiplying, of course. So we take the first column, and we multiply it by this column. 8, carry the 2, and then we do 32, add the 2, 34, and 7, and we add the 0, cross out the 4, and we would do 14, it would be 17, and 3. So we add those together. It's a lot easier than you would think. And we take this and we go over 1, 2 to the decimal and 1 to the decimal. So that's 1, 2, 3 jumps. So what we do is we come down here and we go 1, 2, 3 jumps. So your answer would be 4.488. And then, so that's multiplying. And then we will do dividing next. So we will do the division problem. 4.872 divided by 1.8. So we're going to try to find the quotient of that. So first things first, you take this problem, or this number, your dividend, and you take the decimal over 1. So then you're just dividing it by 18. And you have to do the same over here. So it'd be 48.72. So now you do your long division. Do 48.72, and you want to line up your decimal point. You want to put the decimal point right there, and then you do 1/8. So you do 18 goes into 4 0 times. 18 goes into 48 twice. Subtract your 36. That would be 12. And you bring down your 7. And then go into it 7 times. That would be 126. And you subtract that. And you bring down your 2. And you would have to add some zeros. 18 goes into 12 0 times. And then you put a 0 right here. You subtract that. Be 12. Bring down your 0 to 120. It goes into that 6 times. So 6 times 18 is 108. Subtract that. And that is would be 100, or be 12, and then you would bring a 0 down. That's 120 again. and it goes into it 6 times. But because there's a pattern going on, if you were to add any more zeros, it would always come out to 120, which would mean that this would end up always as a 6. So you would just do that. And so your answer would be 2.706. That's your answer for this one. And then next we are going to do some adding of decimals. Pretty easy. So we do 4.628 and plus, say, 1.2. You do have to line up your place value and decimals on this one though. So you would add them together. So you would pretend that these spots are filled in with zeros. So you would just do your 8 and 2 and 8. You'd put your bring your decimal point down. This would be a 5. And so your answer to this one is 5.828. And then we're going to do one a little more difficult that involves borrowing and carrying and stuff. So it'd be 5.924 and 6.24. We would add those two together. So you got your 0. Gotta pretend 0. So this would be 4 and 6. You got your 1 for 11, and you would just bring it over just like any normal number, even if you would have to bring it over the decimal, and then you would end up with 12. And so then that's your answer. And then we've got one more thing to do. We are going to subtract. So we've got 14.6 minus 3.3. So we would subtract these. You would end up with 3, and you would have your decimal point. You'd have a 1 and a 1. So that would be your answer to this one. Be 11.3. And then you would, to get one that you would borrow with, you would do 14.6 and let's say 3.7. So we would subtract with that one. You'd carry this, because 6 can't subtract 7 from 6. So you turn this into a 16, and you would subtract 7 from that is 9. Put your decimal point. You'd cross that out, turn it into a 3, and then you'd subtract that as 0 and 1. So you'd end up with 10.9, which is also 4 tenths less than this because you added 4 tenths to this number. Just an extra little cool trick. And so, well, that's all that I've got for you today. Thank you for watching.